Hey there folks, back at you with another video. We found this heater while we moved into this shop here, and we're going to see if this thing works. I have no idea. So what you're seeing here, you're seeing it for the first time with me. You know, it's never a good thing when the cover is just loose and all kinds of smudge and crap stuck in there. So yeah, figure we'll go over a couple of things, see what we can do, and see if we can get this thing running or not. So here we go. Please like and subscribe. Helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into this. Alright, well, when we moved into this shop here, I mean, this whole floor was covered in stuff. And this was one of the items that was in here. And I'm like, well, if we can get this thing up and running and we can use it or sell it or whatever. And I figured I'll take y'all with me on this journey to see if we can get this thing up and running or not. Like I said, there's never a good thing when the cover is just loose and, you know, looks like it's been stepped on. And we got a whole bunch of smudge up in there and loose stuff, so we're going to get that all cleaned out. I looked into the fuel tank, and yes, it didn't have a cap on it, so somehow that got lost somewhere. It still has a little bit of diesel in it. It's just not much, as you can tell. So we're going to plug it in, see if at least the electric motor wants to run or not, and then we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. All right. Look at that. See that? Let's get you a little closer here. Sorry about that. Let's do this one more time. Looks like this here's sitting a little loose, but let's see what else we can get going on this. Let me grab a blowgun. We'll get all that loose stuff and hay out of it. Be right back. It's a cold one here today, guys. It's 1 degrees. I mean, it's cold out here. So if you wonder why I'm looking like an Eskimo, that's why. I'm waiting on parts to show up, so I figured I got an hour to kill. See if we can get this done real quick. So here we go. Alright, so we got that all blown out. Let's I just grabbed the diesel there. Let's pour a little bit of diesel in there. Well, let's see if we can get this thing to fire. Ha! Would you look at that? Well, I guess he just works. So he's burning some junk off, but yeah, we'll definitely have to tighten up this fan a little bit. See if we can get done with that. Well, looks like we got a screw there. Alright, let me grab a wrench real quick and I'll be right back. That one there is tight now. Would you look at that, huh? All right, give me a second here. We'll take you off the stand and we'll give you a closer look. I never thought I would be this lucky with this thing. But on the end of the day, this is your fuel pump right here. You got your adjustments right here. So this one here, let me see here. Looks like this line goes straight to here. And then you got your return that goes back to the tank. This here is just a regular spark plug that basically lights up the fuel that gets sprayed in here. There's a really fine nozzle in there. Like I said, that just lights it up. So while this nozzle is giving a really fine mist, it lights up this spark plug, and like I said, that lights up the fire, and that will get your that's what gets your salamander started basically. And then you got your fan here that pushes all the air through here in order to get it out. So yeah, these things are actually pretty simple. I mean, I'm truly shocked that this thing just runs. I mean, I had no idea. I thought we would have, a leak in one of the fuel lines or something like that. I mean, on the bottom end, that's where the fuel comes in. And then this is your pump with your adjustments once again. And then, supply to the nozzle, return from the nozzle back into the tank. And like I said, this is just a regular spark plug like you would have in your car. So if you got fuel coming out but it don't want to ignite, check your spark plug. So yeah, I'm going to put the cover on it and we're going to give her another fire, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right. Put some new screws in there all the way around. Just use some regular self-tappers. Oh, let's see how she does. Ruh-roh. Now she don't want to fire up. Okay, let's try this again. Well, I guess it wasn't as easy a fix as I thought it was going to be. Well, we're going to take the cover back off and see why it don't want to fire up. We'll bring it right back. All right. Well, we got the cover back off. Here, let me get you in position. And look what we got going on there. So now she's working fine. As soon as you put the cover on it, it don't want to work. Let's see if we can get you closer in. See the fuel spraying and the spark plug going? We'll let it burn for a little bit. Let's see if that will help to get some carbon knocked loose and get everything up to temperature, and then we'll go from there. We'll bring it right back. Well, so let's recap what we got going on here, because I am not a pro in fixing salamanders, but it takes common sense, and then that will get you a long ways. So when we take the cap off, the cover off, this thing works fine. As soon as you put the cover on, thing doesn't want to fire up. It does spray fuel on the end, out of the end, so the fuel is going. Now the only thing we got here, right here, is like a temp sensor. So that tells me that it don't want to light up the spark plug. When it's covered, it just thinks it's too hot or something like that. So, like I said, that's the only thing I can think of, and that's what that is. It's like a temp sensor. So, it won't fit right there. So I'm actually half tempted to do something with a toggle switch and to get the spark plug going, because this here will get the spark plug going. And it should not be firing the spark plug all the time. Like what I showed you just a minute ago on the screen, you saw that spark plug going. As soon as it gets up to temperature, that spark plug should go off. That way you don't burn out your spark plug. So that tells me that it thinks it's cold enough, and that's why it's doing what it's doing. And as soon as you put the cover on and trying to turn it on, it just don't want to turn it on because it just thinks it's too hot. So like I said, I am actually half tempted to drill a hole through here and install a little toggle switch here off to the side. So you turn the toggle switch on, plug it in, fire up, and then after, I don't know, like 30 seconds or 10 seconds, turn the toggle switch off, which turns the spark plug off, and then it just keeps going. So you basically eliminate this sensor. So oh, look at that. That wire is not sitting in there 100% either. See that? There's copper showing. Well, that's not cool. Anyway, I'm going to try that. And let me get that set up and ready to go, and I'll bring it right back. Here we go. Well, it's serious when the fluke meter comes out. So, I think I've got a mistake in the... Don't mind this mess right here. Looks like I've got something going on with the print board. Like I said, I've been checking a couple things out, and sometimes I had it run like 1 or 2 times, a couple times, where it would just fire right up with the lid on there, and then I got a couple times where it just didn't want to fire with the lid on there. And like I said, everything here looks like it was functioning, but somehow it was not. So, and it was, I mean, I had to clean this out. I mean, that's what came out, you know, that right there was sitting right in here. Yep, mice had some fun in there. So I'm thinking to, looks like all the white wires are your neutrals, and then positive, positive, and positive right there, and then this one here all the way on the bottom, that's a black one, is positive as well. So I think I'm going to cut this up, get rid of the print board, and just basically manually turn this thing on and off. So here we go. I'll be right back. We're going to cut some wires and see what we can get done. Alright, got everything unplugged and cut. All the white wires basically are like your neutrals, so I put those all together, and then there were 3 of those in here. Basically these right here go straight to the motor, from the plug to the motor, and then the third one is for your, basically your spark plug unit that sits down there. That's what runs, that right there is what actually runs the spark plug. The wiring goes in and then it comes off to the side and then comes up here. And then 2 black ones and basically 2 red ones right here. So we got them all taped or put together. Just be careful when you deal with this. I mean, it's 110, so just, you know, use caution. Here we go, fire in the hole. Okay, so that's working right now. I'm going to put the cover on and I'll bring you back. I'll be right back. Alright, we got the cover back on. It's all put together. There you go. Now, let's see how she does now. There we go. Fire in the hole. Come on. So there you go. That done it. 722 degrees it was showing. It just turned itself off, but yeah. We got ourselves a working salamander. The only thing I gotta do is put some wire nuts on that. Put this here cover back on. About right there. And then we got ourselves a working salamander. So there you go. I did delete all this out. Don't need it. So yeah. That's it. Plain and simple. Okay, folks, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Don't cost nothing. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.